Hi. How's it going? Good morning. Today's the 15th of April. I woke up a lot earlier than I normally do. I woke up today at 7:45. I set my alarm for 6:30. And I ended up getting out of bed at 7:45, which is a lot better than I normally get out of bed, because I normally get out of bed at like 8:45, even when I set my alarm for 6:30. So that's new. I actually got out of bed at like a better than normal time, so I'm proud of myself for that. I'm actually eating breakfast, having my weird coffee, Nesquik, child that I know there's a name for coffee and chocolate like mixed together. There's like a specific name for, that kind of drink. My allergies are killing me. My eyes are so itchy. My eyes are so freaking itchy right now, dude. And I can feel it like in the back of my nose. My allergies, the very back of my nose. Like, it feels like where my nose becomes like the rest of my throat. Which really sucks, but it's okay. I kind of want to make something like this more often. One of my goals for, I guess, this year is to kind of get more consistently into doing like a YouTube channel and recording my progress as I go through my life. After I graduated college, I kind of feel like I started like shambling through my life a little bit, which I don't really like. I started working, and I kind of feel like I've lost touch with a lot of stuff that I used to do, which is kind of sad. I work a like a kind of difficult job. It's not like super crazy, but sometimes it does get to my head a little bit, and I think that I just get home and I'm like tired, but I kind of want to get myself more intentional about, you know, um, things that I enjoy, and doing it in a way that is planned and scheduled, right? Because part of it also is that I have a hard time picking things that I like to do, right? Because when I want to do something, I want to do everything all the time, and I want to get it done now. So then what happens is that I think about all these things that I want to do, and then I don't pick anything to do. And then I end up doing nothing. And I just sit there watching videos about, you know, community gardening on YouTube for like the rest of the night. And then before I know it, it's like 1 a.m. and I have to go to bed. So I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be more intentional about the things that I would like to do and set goals and complete them within a nice time frame. That's kind of my goal. So I after the month of April is over, I would like to get into doing like a regular videoing, vlogging kind of thing, where I vlog my thoughts as I go through my day. I'll set a challenge for myself for the month. and a goal to complete, and then by the end of the month I'll work towards that goal, and or like even like a 7-day challenge, that I want to do. And I'll set a time for that goal, right? And I'll kind of sketch out what that thing will look like. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to get through, well, primarily what I would like to do, right, is I want to get through my backlog of stuff, right? I have a lot of stuff that I own. I have a lot of things. My face is so round, dude. um, I want to get through my backlog of stuff that I own. Ooh, my alarm just almost went off. I want to get through my backlog of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. I own things. And then what I end up doing is that I have all these things, and then I just end up buying more things when I get overwhelmed or bored of like the same thing that I own. Right? So then I kind of just end up wasting more money than I have to, because I already bought a bunch of stuff for me to read that I don't read. I bought a bunch of games. I own a bunch of games that I've never completed. I, have, a bunch of books that I've never actually read. And they're just sitting on my bookshelves, like sitting there as if I've actually read them. You know what I mean? Like, how can I own these things and present them and have them there if I've never even read them, right? Like, I don't want to be like a false librarian that like knows about, like, has all of these things but doesn't know a single thing about them. I don't like that. I want to, if someone comes in and asks me about a book that I have on my shelf, like, I want to be able to talk about it and like tell them about, whatever I learned from that book or like that game. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my goal, right? So every month, what I'll do is that I'll have a book and a game that I work on reading and playing to completion. To completion is the key word. I get through books a lot faster than I do games. Because I do enjoy reading like a fair bit. I forgot that I enjoyed reading because I wasn't reading, but I do enjoy reading. Sometimes I forget, but I do like to read. So a book and a game every month is what I would like to do. And I would like to be with the books, I'll choose something before the month starts, right? So right now I'm reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm about halfway through. So I'm on track to completing it by the end of the month. And the game I'm working on this month is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. So these two things by the end of the month I should be done with, hopefully. Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story might take a bit, but I will, I'm chipping away at it slowly but surely on my spare time. Because I'll either read or play while I'm on the train on my way to work, or like, just on the way to work. Is normally when I play or read whatever I'm doing, right? And then when I'm at home. So that's what I'm working on. 7 Husbands is on its way to be completed. I have no idea how long Bowser's Inside Story is, so I guess I'm gonna find out. But that's my goal, right? I choose a book and I choose a game, and by the end of the month I finish those two, and then I pick the next one to focus on for the rest of next month. And then I complete those. The goal is to, well, the main aim is to like be intentional about picking those things and being dedicated towards finishing them. That's what I want. And then by the end, probably not of this year, by the end of whenever, I'll have read all of the books in my backlog. And I will finally be in a position where I can say, okay, I'm done with all my books. I don't have anything else to read. Like, what's the next thing? You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. And then I'll record a video of my thoughts at the end of the month and see how it goes. You know what I mean? So that's my plan. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. And then, of course, like in between those months, I would like to, engage in like mini challenges and stuff. Because I have like other things that I would like to do and try that, of course, that I don't do because I'm like, oh my God, I want to do all these things all at the same time. Like, I can't pick something that I want to do. But the name of the game is picking something to do, choosing a timeline, and then doing it. Whatever that looks like. And then recording, what I think along the way. That's the end goal. And then I'll just record whatever I feel like would be interesting. I'll probably do like a month-long habit building kind of like thing for myself as well, like a 30-day like regular workout challenge. It's all about challenges. Like I want to challenge myself to do these things. So it doesn't look like a chore, because a lot of these things, for me, they really do feel like chores now. Like I don't want to do anything half the time. But I also don't like that I don't like to do anything. I don't want to be like at home resting all the time, like, or at home like feeling just tired or like overwhelmed or just like sad. I want to do stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. And I'm taking you guys with me, dude. I'm taking you guys with me, and you're going to freaking enjoy it. All right? That's what it's going to look like. But yeah, so that's kind of my mission statement. Yeah, I'll record like a vlog every once in a while. I kind of like this. This is pretty cool. So there you go. I'm out. Bye-bye. I'll see you whenever I see you, I guess.